Well, howdy partners, welcome back. I need to try and remember the fucking wacky voices I was doing for this playthrough. Last time I played it, which was over a week ago, and before I had to take an extended period off because I had zero voice anymore, as you could probably tell in the previous episode, it was going at that point. But I lost my train of thought. Let's play the video game, huh? Insofar as you can call a visual novel a video game, but I suppose you can if you're being generous. Who am I to gatekeep what is or isn't a video? What do I do now? I thought we finished here. Did we not finish here? Were we not done with this whole Knuckles controversy? I thought we had a key so we could move on. It doesn't look like I have a key so I can move on. You varmints, better pull up chalks, I say.
Understood, Sheriff.
Yeehaw. Alright. What do I just go? Oh, okay. I guess so. I thought this was the previous car and we needed to go this way, but I guess not.
Ready to mosey to the next car?
You got it, partner.
Onwards.
You know, I was going for like a Ash Ketchum thing with the Tails voice, but it just sounds like a fucking gremlin most of the time. I like the hang in there poster with the chow. I think that's cool. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need.
Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, SPO and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both so sweet, thank you.
Victor, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are.
Have you found any leads yet?
Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl.
She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. Is that the rule? You can be sassy on your birthday? Is that like canonically like a thing everyone knows across the board? It's your birthday, time to get the sass out.
The tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you. And quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key.
Alright, the birthday girl has the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer.
And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan about now. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. I'm Victor, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I'm SPO, le poète.
Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives from the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some?
Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee.
Was that it?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm satisfied for now, thanks.
At least he's rhyming, I suppose.
And Name and I were here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and SPO to stay.
I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Victor got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yep.
Where was Rouge? What happened to her lipstick stain on her cup in the saloon car? Something like that is what I said.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "Ah, no way," at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car and entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, what has Shadow been doing locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed that Shadow had left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it alright.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one who told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Esper or Vectio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna need to peek around and we'll return without any questions.
If you need any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too.
Thanks, guys. Their alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves that what they're saying what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it.
Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely.
Alright. I guess we click on things. Yo, hand.
Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either.
Let's just leave it alone to do its thing.
Yeah, probably for the best.
What's this bright red book?
Oh yuck, it reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book.
What kind of recipes?
Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird that this is even here.
Maybe people just appreciate an omelette.
You may not be wrong.
In this Sonic universe, is that just like casually having a copy of Mein Kampf kicking around? This bookshelf, I guess.
Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me, no time to rest.
You left him semi-conscious in a heap of limbs 2 cars back. If Sonic needs you, maybe you should attend to that. Alright, let's move on then.
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library.
That's odd. I know some books have fallen to the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one... It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
You think someone found it on the ground and put it back?
Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this.
Mirage Express manual is added to your inventory. Oh, thanks. Have a look at the globe.
A globe of our marvelous planet.
I haven't travelled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries.
They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either.
Sounds perfect for a vacation. I like how he's deciding a vacation spot is the world. I'll just nip out on a quick vacation to everywhere. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there.
I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich.
I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? I was under the impression that after a point, Sonic started being set, like, on Earth? Was that not a thing? I don't know, I'm not really up on all the Sonic lore. I know, like, originally, like, it was Mobius, right? But there's, like, more recent games, like Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog and shit. I say more recent, both of those games like 20 years old. But they had, like, I swear they had, like, the President of the United States in them and stuff, right? Like, America is a canonical thing, right? Or am I just making that up? I don't know. What's this? Oh, wow. I can be advertised to. My favourite. Check out our book club. Gone Gal. Alright. Sure. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there."
Wow, I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding.
Wow, Republican tales kicking out here.
That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? Table. Let's just pause for a quick and sit for a second. There we go, I got there in the end.
These chairs are really comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read.
Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes for a bit.
And to name no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember?
If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Yes, go on. Finish the thought. So something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there.
I hate to say it, but there's nothing here.
I really thought there'd be something here.
And to name it, you said there was nothing in the trash bin.
No, I'm all right.
I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find.
You really think so?
Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it.
And to name, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that.
Was that supposed to be a compliment? I feel like I'm finding much so far. Keep clicking things.
Oh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caravans, hotels, restaurants. Oh. And to name, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which is listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it.
Wow, I got a map. Lucky me. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, the stalactites.
Yeah, leave it.
Okay, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. The protagonist is an interesting character.
So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up.
I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of people were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something.
What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far.
This kid feels empathy for everything. I feel like I've clicked everything now, aside from the door and the characters. I guess we can talk to them again. Fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about trains? Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, here's my lotion. Thanks.
I actually really like that one.
Huh? Interrogate. Yeah, I don't think we have enough evidence, you're right. Sorry, my bad. I'm trying to find evidence, but the evidence is just not evident, which is kind of counterintuitive to its name, realistically.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked his door on the way out.
There's got to be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Yeah, I believe we should.
Oh.
I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio and find out what really happened.
Haha, I did it.
So the two of you don't believe us, huh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Antonym and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if SBO really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
It wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
That seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles.
That brings our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
Must have been a good read. What was the book?
SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch of what the book might be. Antonym, could you help me out?
Alright, Antonym, what book do we think SBO may have been reading? The train one that was put back wrong. This one.
A manual? You think SBO was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Oh, I forgot the controls. Arrow keys and space, presumably, right? Yeah, arrow keys and space. Look at me. Look at me remembering things. Oh. Oh. Okay. Not quite as threatening as it looks, to be fair, but there we go. I got my 40. Anything else I get is a bonus. I don't know. I assume getting more than the target rings doesn't achieve anything for you. It doesn't seem to, but
there are books scattered all around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, SBO.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. Le Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we need to ask you a few questions about the manual. Enter name if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Well, we want to prove that he read some way into it at least, so let's go with 97. Oh, okay. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. Remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Seems like SBO aced that question, and to name hit him with another one.
Okay, what page do I choose? 231. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No rewards and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Last one, enter name. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3.
Gotcha. Which page shall I pick last? 56. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease the general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot but can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? No. I hate to say it, but no. Just goofing, you bastard. I completed your test with ease. All my efforts were only to please. But you joked and you japed. Said no to my face. Now I wish you were riddled with fleas. Just rhyme a curse at me.
You've clearly read the manual. These answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both have the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can...
SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that is correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Enter name?
It always puts me on the spot. Okay, enter name, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SBO reading, but what? The lock, because Shadow was here. Shadow's lock? Please pray tell, what has this to do with anything?
We're up, enter name. Let's get our argument together.
As I say, it's not rocket science really, is it? This thing was put here by someone who was here. And you said no one else was here. Wow, these are actually getting a little bit spicy now. I wouldn't say hard, but it's almost like there's gameplay in this game, if only for a brief second. Oh. Did hitting the spikes do anything negative? It made the dropping rings sound, but I don't think I dropped any rings, so I don't know.
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Cracks are natural gamers.
SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated, reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see, I can sense SBO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors. Then, at that moment, were you really in the library car at all?
But how would SBO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my dear Enter-Name, one that I would love for SBO to solve.
You gotta believe me. That cold demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SBO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I wasn't, I didn't, Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SBO simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Oh! A choice. No, I think Tails is wrong. Fuck him. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems.
Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
I mean, by process of elimination, it has to be this. Oh, is it going to be like he was sitting somewhere where his view was obscured from the door and stuff? The map, yeah. Alright, let's get my thoughts in order. Oh, this is gonna be the serious boy gaming moment now. This is gonna be like the Dark Souls of visual novel platforming minigames. I'm missing so many rings because I'm trying to avoid going into the bad zones, and I think this might bite me in the arse. Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh, I think I failed. Interesting. No, I felt so close. Let me give that another go. Yeah, I was not prepared to get absolutely destroyed on that, to be honest. That caught me off guard. Oh shit, missing rings everywhere. I need to take more chances with the rings, I think. There we go. Got my quota. I don't know if I can jump those, I've not tried. I probably have to time it quite well though, and that's not something I'm great at, so...
Library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path.
If Shadow walked down the... I've been the wrong character. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another.
Looks like you'll have to point out exactly where on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him?
I mean... This one? Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because a bookcase is in the way.
There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa.
It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions.
We did it. Another pair of alibis. Validated. Oh yeah, man. I am the validator of alibis. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I gotta crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow.
Ah, it seems like the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier.
Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick, tick, tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this.
Come on, Intername, let's see what's next.
Coming. Woo!
You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little while longer?
The mystery calls!
Okay, the investigation continues.
Who's next then? I like the fucking mustache chow. That guy's cool. I hope we can talk to him. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need.
Rouge, there you are. We have a lot to say to you. We visited every train on the car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. It's high time you told us why.
My, talk about a warm welcome. Welcome to the quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I see you've brought the Microwave Master with you. Oh, please don't let that be my legacy. Tails is right, folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain?
Tell him, Rouge. Gonna need the help. Blaze?
Alright, I've been hunting for treasure rumored to be stored here on the train.
Treasure? You certainly didn't tell me about treasure in the interview.
Since I'm part business tycoon, part purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it.
Tell him what it is, Rouge.
Alright, well, it's a Fabergé Chow egg.
Well, that does sound extravagant. But please don't tell me you accepted Amy's birthday party invite only to find that egg.
A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's well taken care of.
She roped me in on the hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched for the train cars for clues. I deduced that the Fabergé Chow egg is here, in this train car, locked in a safe.
Wait, so the treasure is real? It's actually here?
And what did you manage to find, Rouge?
Well, why don't you both take a look? I found the train's blueprints in the library car with the safe code written right on it. The score of a lifetime.
The train's blueprints? Please, Rouge, let's see that.
Finders keepers, sweetheart.
There's a problem. We need your assistance. What kind of problem?
The elevator behind the security guard leads us right to the room holding the Fabergé Chow egg, but we're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. We need a plan to get that card to use the elevator, and our chance of success grows with everyone's help. Why is there an elevator on a fucking train? Can someone explain that to me? So you want us to help you steal the Fabergé Chow egg?
Blaze, you don't have a problem with this?
I see no issues here. Sounds like a fine business venture.
Her lower card must be influencing her decisions here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess.
Enter name. Do you have an opinion on this?
It's time for a 5-finger discount.
Well, I suppose if both Blaze and Enter name are in. Okay, let's get that Fabergé Chow egg.
That's the ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Now we must plan. Oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? Access to the Fabergé Chow egg room is behind a locked elevator door. The security guard has the access card. Do we? Bribe the guard. Anyone have anything we can use for a bribe? I have a pair of tweezers.
Oh, here's a trading card.
I'm not giving you anything.
Maybe bribing isn't the way to go. Access to the Fabergé Chow egg room, blah 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 blah. We distract the guard. Distract them, perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work. That's actually a really nice thing to say.
Enter name, is everything okay? I've never seen you smile like that.
Seems like they don't know how to take a compliment.
If I'm gonna be in a casino, my poker face needs work. Okay, who's distracting the security guard? Obviously, the slutty bat, obviously. Well, of course I'll distract them. Who could resist my feminine charms?
I'm not sure how effective your charms will be on a chow.
Plus, your flight might prove useful. I'm not sure you being the distraction makes sense.
Oh well, fair enough. Let's think it over again. Who's distracting the security guard? Blaze. Think you could distract the guard, Blaze?
In my life, I've never let a single person down. I won't falter.
Great. The voice was so stoic, I have chills. Well, I trust her. Moving on. What's the distraction? Pretend the claw machine is stuck. Puts a claw machine in a casino.
This'll work as a distraction. Let's continue the plan.
With the guard distracted, Rouge, how will you get the access card? Pick the pocket. I'll snatch the access key, no problem. That Chow in uniform won't suspect a thing.
Excellent. We can count on you, Rouge. Try not to take anything else from them if you can help it.
No promises. With the card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of here. And to name, what's your plan? I'm gonna pretend to be Blaze's spouse.
Then you'll be marrying into the royal family. What is your heritage? Any war crimes I should know about?
Fuck. That's the first time I've heard a Sonic the Hedgehog game talk about war crimes before, I have to admit. What? Well,
You dress far too plain. You would need a complete refashioning immediately.
You know what? Maybe we should try something else.
Interesting. You give up far too easily as well. We'll have to work on your fortitude.
I did say try something else. With the card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of there, so what's the plan? I'm gonna say there's a drink without a coaster.
Absolutely vile. I can think of nothing worse.
Despicable. I would never allow such a thing in my kingdom. The guard will go running immediately, I'm sure of it.
Great, and with the guard distracted, we all head to the elevator. And just like that, we'll make it all into the elevator. Inside, we sing a victory a cappella, obviously.
Now that's a proper victory.
Oh no, one last security measure we didn't account for. What do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? We have Tails disable them.
I should be able to disengage them, I'll just need some time.
Well, that leads us nicely to our next question. Oh no, Tails is taking a while and the arms are tightening their grip. Imagine you're not in pain. Tails managed to do it. Darlings, I'm happy to say this plan is perfect. If everyone is ready, it's time to execute. Was imagine they're not in pain really the correct answer?
I'm ready, let's begin.
Alright, let's see what's up with that elevator.
Oh, we're just in, huh? We don't get to actually see the heist. It's like fucking Reservoir Dogs. They're all just gonna start screaming at each other and cutting people's ears off now. I knew the plan would go off without a hitch.
Couldn't have made it this far without you both. You have my gratitude.
Our planning beforehand was very thorough, I have to admit, and it was executed to perfection.
Enough chatter. Now we claim the real prize. I have the safe code right here on these blueprints. Let's claim our Fabergé Chow egg. There's two safes. There's a big wall safe and then like a fucking document safe, just massive. No question, this has got to be the safe with our treasure.
Enter in the code on the blueprints and find out, Rouge.
On it, sweetheart. Let's see. 230401.
Oh wow.
It's here. I have it.
Alright, before anyone else sees us, let's get out of here.
Hold on, kiddo. We can't be too hasty. You truly think that's all there is to this egg? No further secrets whatsoever?
Rouge, spit it out. What are you hiding?
Only 3 of these eggs were ever made, each hiding their own individual secret. No one knows the secret because anyone who's opened one of these has never lived to tell the tale.
You can open the egg?
You sure can, and all of you will bear witness to its secret.
Rouge, I don't know if you should.
All you need to do is twist it. Uh-oh.
Rouge, has no one ever lived to tell the egg's secret because each egg is a bomb?
I think you're onto something, kid. It sure sounds like a bomb.
We need to dispose of that egg, now. Dispose of it after all of our hard work? Rouge. Fine, fine, but what should we do? Where do we put this thing?
That's an excellent question. What do we do with a bomb? I'm gonna take one for the team. Here, give it to me. Get as far away from me as you can as possible. Just remember me as I am, a hero.
No, Antoine, we can't let you do that.
I mean, if it's what they want, who are we to?
Stop, the microwave kid's obviously not going to sacrifice themselves. Their body's far too scrawny to contain any sort of blast.
True. Let's think of something else, quickly. Twist the egg again.
Great idea. Stop, that's clearly not working. Let's think of something else.
Open it up to see if there's wires to cut.
What do you mean by this?
You know, red wire, blue wire, you gotta cut one, like the movies.
This isn't a movie, Antoine, this is real life.
Ugh, he's got a good point. Yeah, because everyone knows that in real life, bombs don't have wires, I guess. I mean, I guess if it's just, you know, like gunpowder and fire, then it probably doesn't, but I don't know. Flip it upside down.
Antoine, what's flipping it going to do?
I don't know, try it.
Nothing. Happy?
Yes. Throw it into the elevator.
Alright, down it goes.
We're clearly not going to blow up the elevator. Let's rethink this.
Let it finish ticking and see what happens.
Are you insane? Do you want us to just blow up?
We need to dispose of the bomb, Antoine. That is our goal.
Listen, I get that, but what if the egg isn't a bomb?
Wait, that's right. Antoine, I think you're onto something.
Huh?
What's right? Spit it out, kiddo. We don't have any time.
Sorry, it's just SPO did say something interesting when we quizzed him about the train's manual.
Okay, and what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Those robot arms that attacked us in the elevator seem to have a lot of functions here on the train. If a bomb were brought into the train disguised as this Fabergé chow egg, the arms would have detected it and wouldn't have allowed it on.
The only other person who knows the coming and going of the train is the conductor, and surely he wouldn't allow such a thing either. So if we're out of options, I think we should just wait and see what happens.
Okay, we wait.
Okay. The egg, it opened. It's hollow, not a bomb at all. You both really were onto something.
Phew.
Aye, that's one way to get the heart racing. I'm completely relieved.
My hunch was right, thankfully.
Eee, look what's inside.
Wow, look at that sparkle. It's so heavy too.
The final secret to the Fabergé chow egg is a chow covered in gems. It's perfect, it's exquisite, it's revolutionary.
She drooling over a sparkly ornament? I must admit, it's stunning.
You said no one lived to tell the Fabergé chow egg's secret. I wonder why if the egg isn't a bomb. Because they weren't as tough as us. I don't know, who cares? What a precious treasure and a beauty to behold.
Maybe they naturally died of old age and just kept the secret with them.
As much fun as this has been, we should get out of here before we spot it.
Good call, let's go.
No one seems to suspect anything, and the security guard is back at their post. If they subdued the drink coaster fiend, okay?
Thank you both for your assistance. The hunt was extremely the thrill I was looking for, or exactly the thrill I was looking for, or seeking, or whatever the hell I said. I don't even care. I'm some fucking character from Sonic 06. Why should I be relevant to anything?
Stealing was strangely fun, but I prefer to never do it again. Now, Rouge.
Rouge? She's completely absorbed by that bedazzled chow. What is it, darling?
About those blueprints. Now that you're done with them, maybe we could take a look?
Well, I appreciate your assistance. It's as I said, finders keepers. I need them just a little longer in case I missed any other treasures, but I promise to let you take a peek later. Don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm sure you get it, sweetheart. You can't just add sweetheart to the end of a sentence to make things better, but I don't think there's any reasoning with her. She's more powerful than me. Well, we'll get out of your way for now, then. We have a murder mystery to attend to.
Before you go, Shadow gave me and Rouge one of these. You passed through earlier. Let me unlock the door so you can continue forward.
You know, we've had a lot of people mention you, Rouge, but we also have just as much suspicion about Shadow.
He's unpredictable, that one. Good luck to you.
The door's unlocked. Both of you, stay safe. Thanks again.
Will do. Come on, Antoname, let's head out.
Gotcha. The mystery continues. And it will continue to continue next time on Joe Plays This fucking LSD experience of a game. Like, I still was just not expecting this to be what it is at all. I don't know what I was expecting. Obviously I knew it was a visual novel, but just the whole framing of it, it's like the characters, the two-dimensional Sonic characters have just been lifted out of their natural environment and thrust into these murder mystery roles in order to give them any sort of relatability and agency, and it's, I don't know, it makes them more interesting characters for sure, rather than just Knuckles being like a guy who liked to do punch, you know what I mean? But it's just a very weird setting, I think, for a game that's normally about Hedgehog going fast. But whatever, we'll finish it out. I can't imagine there's much left of it now. I know I said I was wrapping up, but let me just have a quick look at this train map. Yeah, we're here. So we've just got the Shadow Room, and then presumably there's going to be something going on in the front of the train as well. So we've got like 2 more rooms. We'll probably get through 2 rooms in the remaining video. So probably the finale next time. I'll see you for that. Can't believe I almost said last time. Yeah, the finale was the first episode. Well done, Joe. See you later.